Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Get up! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Come on.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Hooker now on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
36 power. 19.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. You see a run like that, and I don't know if that happens in week 1 or 2, but as this year has worn on, he has gotten better and better, this rookie.
And so much for the rookie wall. We always hear about guys breaking down near the end of the season. Not in this case. He's only gotten stronger and better.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go again. 31's the mic. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 31's the mic. Double dog, that's the way.
To throw is Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Spot that.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's second and 10.
25, check 25. Good job right there.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Mike 42. Y'all not ready. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Spot that.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I'll go special.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak. and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Hooker's going to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, break.
Check.
19 tight. 19 tight. 41 Mike.
Hooker to the air yet again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Riley Moss. Inside the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing. Hooker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
Now 3rd down and very long. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Check pass. Strong right. Hey, we got 4.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Zebra. Wide. Get wide.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
31's the mic. Let's go.
Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mike, flying 90. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come off the ball hard. Big edge. Bang out. Bam.
Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now that 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Way back home, yo. Let's make these babies crawl the way back home. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. 65, 65. 65.
Here's Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mike's 56.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Warrior 70.
41's the mic. So we got man.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
19 Lions.
56, right there. 56. Let's get it together, defense.
Hooker.
We're going to shut you down.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Patterson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact. Is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
31. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Hey, get in the weight room. 31's the mic. Not here. Kill, kill, kill. Be alert, be alert. Be alert, be alert.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. Let's get the ball. 31's the mic. I got one.
Now Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46 the mic. 46 the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Sutton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
56 to Mike.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hooker now on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
The Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You ain't doing nothing.
Street.
St. Brown motioning left.
Mike 50.
79 Broncos.
A final shot before break. Hooker. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Tight end right. Push left. Even.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1. on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 16.
It's going to be a long day. 31's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Run left. 31's
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't let him breathe, defense. 31's the mic.
Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
41 mic.
Panther 11. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. Hawk 70.
Hey, 4-1's mic. I'm coming after you.
Hooker now off play action. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the ball.
Looking to throw, Hooker. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Hooker. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Good job right there. Hey, easy.
Here's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
31's the mic. Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. 31's the mic. Check.
Looking to throw. Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
31's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 31's the mic. Come on, boy.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Sutton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. First down throw here. It's Hooker. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Push him back. Push him back. Check.
70 Timberwolf.
Hot, hot.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
56 to Mike. 56.
Off the play fake. Hooker. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
41 Mike.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Get in the weight room.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. It's complete to Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
31's the mic. Watch the pass. 31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got this down to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Whip.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Marvin Mims high in the air to bring it in. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check it. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun, Hooker. Locating St. Brown for another catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Too little, Cupcake. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Go.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Ready, break.
You gotta wedge that, huh?
I smell fear in that offense. I smell
Warrior 70.
Hooker's looking to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
I'm coming.
19 Lions.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Rig alert, rig alert.
56. Mike's 56. I got you, pump. 56 to Mike.
Hurry up. Ready.
Back to throw, Hooker. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, alert. 31's the mic. I'm on. 31's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Wilson to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
31's the mic. Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Here I come. 31's the mic. Pick it up. 31's the mic.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. 46.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Cut.
7 Pirates.
Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
One last shot for Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
Keep it up, guys. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Target.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Lions, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.